as a loan officer, how do we operate like one of these top 0.01% loan officer? On the Scotsman's Guide, I think later next month, we'll have the top 250 loan officers for the nationwide. And one of the podcasts from Real Broker owner, Sharon, talk about the specific details of how he was able to operate the real estate company. And they also started a mortgage company last year and another company called acquisition.com with Alex Homozy. I just toned it down, takeaways that I had that I want to share it with you all. There's a 7 principles that he mentioned. And he mentions that success leaves clues. He wants all of the audiences to decode what the DNA success is. So Giving Tree, we are going to learn about the 7 unspoken principles used for elite performers like Elon Musk and the founders to win at the highest level. Principle number 1 is unreasonable effect. In a rigged system, talent alone is not enough to get noticed. So the lever is only thing you can truly control is how much you work to put out. To break the odds, you must use an unreasonable effort. This means doing something so many times that the rest of the world thinks that you are crazy. Principle 2, invert the rules. So the concept here is that the standard path leaves you stuck. You need to change your approach. You need to change the algorithm. So for you to change the framework or algorithm, you have to use this assumption auditing. You have to start questioning how you used to think and how you used to follow the guidelines. I recommend you to identify the unspoken assumptions that you had and break one of them one by one. Make a list, check one by one, and see and ask yourself, what if I did this in this reverse? Principle number 3, the decision matrix comes with the not all the decisions are equal. You must categorize them to move fast. Some are important, some are not. Some are time sensitive, some are not. We have to categorize what to do first. And then you have to decide which one fits the best. Type 2, the reversible is the one that you have to go back on an action and you have to make a decision really fast. On the other hand, the irreversible ones that you cannot go back, you have to plan carefully. If you are spending money for marketing purposes, if you are hiring an individual, a processor, or assistant, you have to think through. You have to reason yourself the reasons why you must make this decision. And I don't want you guys to overthink things that you can fix later. Elon Musk says Stanford will always be there. The startup companies won't. Principle number 4, the yes hinge. So we seldomly or occasionally come up with this. The mindset either shrinks or expands your opportunities. DNA they have to change as a self-employed individuals. The average mindset always asks, can I do this? Which leads to skepticism and doubt. But the 0.01% mindset is asking, how can I do this? Which forces you and your brain to find solutions. So the answer is always yes. Once you say yes, your only job is to figure out how. Principle 5, the magic cocktail. They say to perform at your best knowledge and your level and your emotions, you need a specific mix of feelings. This mix comes that you must feel superiority, that you deserve to be there, you deserve to be mentioned and be welcomed, and this insecurity where you are the beginner and you are terrified at the same time. The tension that you create supercharges your work ethic. You're not going to be egotistic. You're not going to be rude, fall into mannerism. But if you don't feel both, you are in the wrong room. You have to feel both at the same time. Principle 6, the right seat. They say the concept comes with this idea of you cannot overwork a bad business model. However, they challenge you saying an advisor, the better ones, have skills but with limited pay, while the entrepreneurs takes risk for a massive payout. So we are not selling hours into wages. We are selling skills over our performances. So don't stay in a seat just because you are good at sitting in it. Make sure you are in a vehicle that can actually make you wealthy. How can this be? I welcome you to make a checklist of where to begin, where to make the most money. It could be cold calling. It could be cold emails. It could be YouTube videos, Instagram, threads, the shorts, reels, whatever it may come. Our job is to find what fits in the box. Principle 7, the extreme preparation. The public only sees very small part of the effort. They only see the meetings or the lunch, the programs, or these opportunities. However, it's like iceberg. Only the world-class performance is built on the years of deep research and the understandings. And this immersion that no one sees comes from understanding of underwriting guidelines, the workflows, set of procedures, which comes into play of how to submit the files as clean as possible, how to price out the loans that's competitive so that our clients don't shop around, how to minimize the prior to doubt conditions after the loan is submitted so we can ensure and guarantee loan closing within 10 to 15 days. Average people practice during this game. The 0.01% treat every meeting like it's a Super Bowl. Preparation is respect. Can you do it? We have Gamma, we have Gemini, we have Google Notebook LM. We have 3 large language model systems that we can operate that company provides so you can win every single time. So what's the takeaway? I don't want our loan officers just to learn. I want all of us and start acting. Which one of these 7 rules can you pick today and install it in your life today?